All right. What's up, party people? We could just dive right into it, but it sounds like you have a question first.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Way to put on the show breaks.
Rather than doing the recap, I think it'll be more interesting that you guys catch Riviera up in character on what happened and vice versa. So we'll
but where are we? Like, paint me a word picture. How do we come about to be in Sonder?
Do I just tap dance for you? No.
Eric has to run the whole session, and he's trying to offload 5.
No.
Won't even let him.
I want to know what
you at least describe how we meet up. I guess that's the one.
We gotta do something first.
But you said we have to describe to
Hold
them.
up. Okay.
I'm so confused.
So, as you guys fall through the portal, and you see Owl in his grotesque appearance.
Wow.
We'll start like we start every episode. Fate. Mm-hmm. You hear a voice.
This isn't how we usually start every episode.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a sending spell that you receive. And rather than me say it, I'm going to drop it in the chat. See if this works. For everybody to listen to.
Good audio for our listeners.
Yeah, no, that's the idea.
Is it about how...
Don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you.
I don't know if anybody can hear this.
Yeah, I'm there.
Gold. But what I do have are a very particular set of spells. Spells I have acquired over a long time in the Feywild. Spells that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my schnookums go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. Don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have gold. But what I do have are a very particular set of spells. Spells I have acquired over a long time in the Feywild. Spells that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my schnookums go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Oh, people. Did we just get demonetized because that was
so close to it.
It was transformative. Sorry that did not go as well as I hoped.
I liked it.
But I'll take it. Gotta try something new.
I did like how on my end it broke it up into 10-second chunks, and it was like, I will find you, and then it went to the next one, and I will kill you.
Yeah. Just in case you weren't aware what happened at the end.
If you didn't know how that phrase ends.
Yeah.
All right. So you get that message. You have an idea who that's from. But we'll go to CB. Would you like a vision? Or would you like a premonition?
I get that message?
You get that message.
Oh, okay. I want a premonition, please, because I want to know what the hell is going to happen.
Okay. As your vision fades into darkness, you see the streets of Sonder. It is a foggy evening. You see a tall humanoid walking down bustling streets towards you, people scattering away from them. This 7-8 foot tall figure shrouded in darkness as a bolt of lightning starting from the ground, going up to the clouds above, cracks blinding you as you snap back.
Oh boy.
All right.
A bolt of lightning.
They're all wizard, Harry.
I was thinking Back to the Future, but there's a lot of good references.
I was thinking of lightning bolt.
What's that from?
As you guys find yourself in Palos Inn, Marianne greets you. Oh, You're a little early for the waffle bar. I was just starting to get the kitchen ready. I think a few of you have already arrived. I think Riviera is sleeping upstairs, and Ilif is in her room.
So I assume the way that this has happened is we have stepped out of this portal and it is shut behind us, right?
Yeah.
So Owl, in his wizened state, is gonna whip around to like look behind him to see where they stepped through, and basically just runs to, I assume there's a wall behind him, like puts his hands and he's like, what? No, no. And he's gonna run over to Fate and grab her by the shoulders and say, what did you do? What have you done?
I also want to turn to Fate and say the exact same thing at almost the same time.
Riviera, you are stirred awake by the yelling of this downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
I'll
downstairs.
go downstairs and check it out.
I grabbed you, Owl. You were in danger.
In danger? You've just pulled me away from my home, and now I'm who knows where with a group of people who have tried to, you know, attack the people that I care about. How is that making me any safer?
Point
Point of order.
of order.
What do you look like? No, I mean,
yes.
point of order, why do you look like?
More important point of order. Group of people. It was one person again and again. The rest of us
have been trying to help you.
Oh, and Owl, hearing this, turns around and he's like, you enable her. You're just as bad.
I am trying not to. It is.
Do you understand how you're here and you're like, what the fuck? How did this happen? That's the rest of us, buddy.
At least you had a choice whether you stepped through that portal. I was just dragged for no reason. And
yeah, Fate, what happened there? Why did you do that?
I think you know the answer to that.
I know the answer to this.
We got
As Fate holds up the die, Riviera grabs it from behind.
Riviera, where did you come from?
What do you mean, where did I come from? Where the fuck did you guys go? I give her back the die.
Where did you go? We all got sucked in. Did we get sucked in? How did we split up?
I remember you walking through into some mysterious place with what's his name?
Pit. The sand pit. Right?
Before that.
No, that was with him. Oh god. I can't remember where we were.
You know, the
pond.
water, the pond, the
we got
whatever that thing's name was.
Oh, the unicorn guy. Yeah. Wispy.
Yeah, Wispy. What happened? You disappear for 3 days? Don't even get a sending spell?
It's only 3 days for you?
I guess point of order, Eric. How much time has passed?
Yeah, that's yeah, because you guys would have been. Well, it took you 3 days before you got back to Sonder. I'd say you've been in Sonder for like a day or two.
Okay, maybe 4 or 5 days. How much time has passed for you?
About the same amount of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no time dilation there.
Okay.
We couldn't reach you. Actually, I believe we tried to reach you, but we were in like a different
where were we?
Continent. I don't know where we were. Hemisphere. Maybe we were just far away. I don't know.
I feel like Owl has. This is outside of character. Like Owl's. We've asked where we were, and they haven't been able to tell us.
Wait, this necrotic thing is with you?
He's our friend. His name is Owl.
Is he healthy?
He's a little mad at us at the moment, which I get. We'll talk it through. But Fate brought him here. He didn't want to be here. It was a whole thing.
So going back though, we were like, it was like a snowy place, and there was a house, and they had So I've got my notes. I gotta find his name. Kane. They had Kane. That guy, Claw, or whatever the fuck his name was, had Kane. We
Oh,
fought.
you guys brought Keen there, right?
Well, yeah, he was with us, but they like took him, and he was unconscious, I believe. He died. He's dead. But the good news is, well, I gambled for 3/4 of his body and got it. But I don't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe the viewers weren't. But I don't remember what happened to his body. Where'd it go? Kirsten's character had it.
Yeah. It went with Kirsten.
To where?
We don't know.
Three quarters is what you said? 3/4 of his body.
We were lucky to get that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's missing a leg.
Yeah.
But I rolled well, and we got 3/4 of his body. That's not even, I mean, that's like the least of this story, quite honestly. We got away from there. The whole thing, one of us set the house on fire. Who knows which one that was. We ran to a area and ran into, a sand pit where we went through a bunch of fucking time, what's the word? Groundhog Day situations where we could just go to the sand pit again and again. It's the same situation. Sorry, different situations. One of them was a weird sex dungeon thing. Things got odd. There was other more important stuff, but the sex dungeon is all anybody's gonna remember.
Wait,
And
you had a sex dungeon thing too?
Is
I
he
was
talking to
not.
Owl?
oh, Owl wasn't there yet.
Owl was there.
Owl was there, but didn't go into the sex dungeon.
No.
If I may interject, Eric,
Yep.
can I just ask? So we're in a tavern, right?
Yeah.
Are there any like bits of like bar fare like on the?
You can see the owner of this establishment is currently preparing the continental waffle bar breakfast. So there are waffles being prepared and put onto a tray with like accoutrements being set up. They've rolled in like an individual creperie that you can make crepes on the side, but that's still kind of new, testing out the market viability for that.
Okay, so I think at this point Owl will have like wandered a bit from the group and has gone to a waffle bar to grab whatever looks edible and nearby to start to eat.
Wait. Owl, I don't think you're supposed to eat sugar.
Too late. He's too late. He's
Owl,
eaten.
you're diabetic.
What happened to him?
We had anyway, so we got past the sand pit. We found this gentleman who looked different where we came from. He looked healthier, and we ran into his
Lover.
partner, counterpart. I don't know, whatever. And sorry, before that, we ran into a. Did we ever name it in game?
No.
We ran into a house with legs, and one of us set it on fire. Again, who knows which one. And then we had to chase that down and bring it back to the partner of this gentleman, Owl. And
I have supplemental information as well.
Yeah. And then when we brought Owl back, a portal opened up so we could get back. I forget how. I think the partner did it. I forget the partner's name. I'm sorry. Anyway, and as we were coming through the portal, of course, fate pulled Owl through.
Okay. Important information incoming. Throughout this whole thing, Owl was like really, really sketch, right? So I
Oh yeah, I'm sketch.
You look like you were possessed, and I did a spell where I could like hear into your brain, and I heard a bunch of like screaming, and it seemed like you were in trouble. So the whole time I'm thinking you are in trouble by this woman, and so I saw an opportunity and I grabbed it. I grabbed you, and I grabbed the cloak that was on this woman, and I rolled out of character. I rolled a
Dr. Purr.
Dr. Purr?
Purb.
Doesn't matter. That's not who she was, because I investigated this cloak. I got a 23.
Yeah, good enough.
He's
And I know that this is the cloak of the Queen of Darkness and the goddess of hedonism.
so. I guess in hearing this, Owl is gonna stop eating from the bar, and he's gonna
Hence the
turn around
hedonism.
and be like, his eyes are gonna get really big seeing that coat. How did you get that? Where did you get that from?
You didn't see me Naruto run both you and the cloak right through.
No, I had no idea. Ugh. You stole from her? Are you out of your mind?
Well, it
That's like-
felt right. Is she gonna come looking for us? Because
Well,
it's a pretty good cloak, guys. Just saying.
I guess that would be on you to tell us. I didn't hear the message, so.
She won't tell us.
I didn't hear the message either because I couldn't hear it.
All right, I'll read out the message out loud for those viewers that suffered through the garbage at the start.
It was a really good idea. I just need to teach you how to use the WhatsApp.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
I'm saying this to you guys.
If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have gold. What I do have are a very particular set of spells. Spells I have acquired over a long period of time in the Feywild. Spells that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my schnookums go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you. That's broken up over 5 sending spells.
That's
What-
why they're split like that. I
What
gotcha.
what is a schnookums?
Owls the schnookums.
Yeah.
It's me.
I think I angered a god.
Owl, can I warn you in something? If you stay with Fate for too long, chances are she will just kill you or set you on fire.
Yeah, I clocked that. This
Ah,
wasn't I
okay.
wasn't brought here willingly.
We've
know.
somehow kidnapped this companion who now is very mad at us, which I understand. I understand your feelings. They're very valid. And I don't know how to get you back.
But
If that's what you want, but it sounds like
I feel like you got Munchausen by proxy. Like I feel like you are. Or is that right? No, the opposite. No, what's the one where you fall in love with your captor? Not Munchausen.
Stockholm.
syndrome?
Thank you, Stockholm. You've got You have Stockholm syndrome. I think this is like
I don't know
I
what
heard
that
screaming in your head.
I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a you problem. I could, my thoughts are clear as day over here.
I don't think that we can keep someone against their will. That makes us just as bad.
We need to. I hate to put a break on here, but we need to understand what happened with Riviera and your side of things. What happened? How did you guys make it in?
Took my step-up stool.
It was so I could hold Joy.
Uh-huh.
We honestly we wandered back, right? You guys took Kane to the home of the people that wanted him. We didn't think that was a good idea. So we didn't really get to the portal before it closed. And while we were wandering back, we bumped into some people in the Jorge's, met some teenagers. We ended up scouring through a couple places. We found this weird egg thing. It's like this egg mountain. Climbed inside of it and explored around a little bit. So I don't know. We didn't do too much, but we got back here.
I mean, that sounds like a big deal.
Sounds like a drug
Yeah,
deal.
the egg had some weird stuff. It had a bunch of portals we had to go through, and after we closed all the portals, we were able to do a little bit of pillaging. The kids we were with grabbed some stuff. Like photo. They're talking about vibes and the gram and living life just by vibes. You just wander where you wander and you get stuff done. It was a little bit weird, maybe new age
Okay.
Gen
Well, if it
Gen
brings
Z type things. Teenagers and the Jorge's.
makes sense.
Yeah, I think
Were they
who was
packing?
it? They were not fecking. I asked them if they were fecking. They did not want to feck. I
With
think
you
one of them might
or
want to feck the other one. No, they were.
You said they did not want to feck, so it sounded like it was a proposal.
One of them maybe wanted to feck the other, but didn't.
For context, this is hilarious because it's Georgina and Andrew.
Yeah. No, we found this weird mirror thing. Aleph got it, but
What does it do?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
We got it last night before we got in town, so haven't really looked into it much.
Sounds like you had far less fire in your interaction.
and kidnapping.
Are you surprised?
No.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
I don't know what I feel like we do need to make a decision here about like I don't want to keep Owl against his will. Owl like
We don't need to make a decision. Owl's a grown ass man.
Well,
Just
yeah.
make a-
Owl, did you want to go home? We don't, and I mean, I don't want this girl on my ass, but we have to like, there's no portal anymore. So what do?
Yeah. And I forget, did you guys meet Steph's character in the past? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bumped into her again.
Oh, cool.
pharmacist?
Yeah, pharmacist.
Excellent.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Is she still looking at the results that are inconclusive from my testing?
Very much so.
So I'm interested in the screaming in the head. And I'm wondering, would we know of any like I'm a fairly base level healer. Is there anyone who can like remove curse in this town? Just so we could, close that door. I'm asking Eric, does the healer. Would we know of anyone in this town that can do a remove curse?
You haven't met anybody that has that power.
In theory, I could learn it.
You could? Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might be able to as well.
But I would need to sleep tonight.
Okay.
Maybe? No, I do not.
I can prepare it and I can prepare it tomorrow morning.
Owl, would you be open to us trying to just make sure you're healthy so that we feel better about your well-being?
I mean, I don't get the obsession with like something being wrong with me. And he's continuing to stuff food into his mouth. He's like, I'm totally fine.
Oh man, I've got a new guest that loves my waffles. Oh, this is just splendid.
Hold up,
What's in your pocket?
Hold up. Point of order. Is this all you? Is this like you can eat whatever you want if you pay to stay, or is this costing money?
Oh, I just assumed that she's got it, and he's pointing to Faith.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, fair point out. Fair.
It's complimentary continental breakfast if you are staying here, Mr. Owl. I've gleaned from the conversations you've had. You're welcome to whatever food you have. I am making up bacon. Briefly, we're gonna try and roll that into the crepes.
Great, yeah, love it. And he's like, he's not like sitting down like utensiling this. He's like just grabbing like fists of like waffle, basically.
Well, Al, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want. If you look like you need some food, you are welcome to stay.
It was morning when we came in.
It's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
And
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say Riviera was sleeping, right?
Yeah, so like she was just getting set up for the waffle bar to be ready for like 5-6 when people start getting up.
Cool. I mean, then like let's do this. Let's all just get like a rest because it's been a while, and we can be our best selves in the morning, and then figure this the fuck out.
Yep, I like that idea.
He's fine to be left here?
Well, he's gonna eat the whole time.
Are you not gonna sleep at all, Owl?
I'll do whatever. I'm just get me home. And he's gonna turn back to
Okay.
eating.
So if you are going to bed, I just wanted to let El Peace know. Just one little thing. Caleb's been staying in your room for the time being. Vervain, who had to go out adventuring, dropped him off to remain in my care for the time being. So,
How's he doing?
well, he's in your room. Just be careful. Don't wake him up when if
Okay.
you're going to bed. But he seems to be doing well. Very chipper. Loves the waffle bar, not as much as this one here, but is in good hands.
Do we have a plan for his caregiving? Like, who's gonna take care of
We
him?
killed Matthias and handed off
Yeah.
Caleb to Vervain. Right?
Yeah.
I'm happy for him to stay here if he doesn't have a home until you're maybe able to find something a little better. I can offer accommodations if he's under your guardianship. I don't know who's really taking responsibility for him.
I don't know that he's necessarily under our guardianship, but we can support the process. I wouldn't want him to go. I wouldn't want him to be left alone. So
I just if you're gonna watch him for a bit while we try and sort this out, I wouldn't mention him to a lot of people.
no,
Like keep it just between us if you could.
probably Owl as well. Best to keep this all hush hush.
Sounds good.
Anything that you hear us talking about, please don't repeat it.
Let's just make that the official party line.
Yeah.
Do we decide?
Yeah.
Sorry, out of
If I
character.
learned anything, you guys are all about subtlety.
I'll make sure I pay her for the night, and I'll pay like
extra.
extra.
Yeah.
Well, a few other things since we're chatting. You were here with Zev, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, Zev.
There it is. Took 2 seconds.
Captain Zavander.
Yeah.
Well, he's head back to the mainland. He got the ship completed and set sail. I guess he assumed you guys were all left for dead, having been gone in the haze for almost a week.
I mean, fair.
He did leave instructions for me that if you ever did turn up, that I could reach out to him and he would come back and provide you passage. But I don't know if that's your plan. If it is, let me know and I'll reach out to him. It will take him a few days to get back here once he receives that message. So, and then the other thing is, since you've been gone, there's been some strange happenings around town. In particular, the wells have been drying up, which means access to fresh water has been a little sparse. So,
But do they still have milk?
we're out of milk, and we're running like low on drinkable water. Crops are starting to wilt a bit, which those two things seem linked, but it's kind of coincided with a few women that are having some unfortunate issues with their pregnancies. Don't call me a tinfoiler, but I suspect they are related. So maybe if you could look into that,
Teratogenesis?
that would be
What?
that would be helpful, since you guys seem to be very abled and capable adventurers, much more so than other people that have traveled in town. So
What's happening with their pregnancies?
don't know. That's why you got to investigate.
No, but like, are they?
That's all the quest box said.
I'm trying to
Wait.
understand what having issues with pregnancies means. I just want more info in that respect.
He was like, what trimester? You're just asking all of those questions.
Yeah.
Are they above the age of 35?
Oh no.
Nobody who wrote this storyline thought that deeply.
Yeah.
I.e. Eric?
If it's Eric or if he's getting it from a thing or
Anyways, have a good night.
yeah.
Rest up.
Okay, so
Sorry, I went to grab my bubble tea. What did we decide with Owl in terms of next steps?
We're gonna let Owl make his own decisions. But also we're going to go to sleep. We're gonna go the fuck to sleep.
And Cameron's gonna learn lesser restoration so that
Remove
we can
curse.
remove curse so that we can see if there is a curse on him.
And well, I think Riviera said he might be able to as well.
No, he
No.
said
Oh,
I can restoration.
Duration.
What are you, a
Eric-
D&D?
Wizards can do that, right? Like I've got that as a spell in my book, and I just need to prepare it in the morning.
If
Yeah.
you pick that as one of your
I don't usually switch spells, so I'm a little bit rusty on.
That is one you picked.
I guess
I don't know if I've actually picked any outside of my thing. But what stops you from just picking all of them? I don't understand that. It's not a prepared one right now, but that's what I'm saying. Can I prepare
in
it?
your spell book?
I don't know.
No, it's
Guys,
not.
Cam, do you even D&D?
No, you can't do this.
Let me just go put it in the spell book.
No, you can't just put it in your spell book.
Well, okay, legitimate question though. When I was going
When you
through,
level up, you get to add a number of spells into your spell book, and that's it.
oh, okay.
Competent and should have done that.
So,
No, it's fine.
Next level, you can add it, or you can find a scroll or someone that sells scrolls to then add it to your spell book to copy.
okay.
But also the irony of me telling Cam he's incompetent at adding stuff to his D&D level.
I think we can move forward with our plan of still going to sleep because we need a long rest. I don't know if Riviera got one before. I guess you would have been back already, so you probably would have had a long rest. But the rest of us do need to rest, so we can go to sleep, and then I can do some investigating tomorrow to see if I can find a remove curse scroll that I can buy.
Do I get a bed too?
Oh yeah, you will get you a bed, Owl.
Okay.
There's only one bed at that inn.
So I was gonna say that I won't wake up Caleb. I'll just sleep on the floor. I won't go into my room. I'll just
Marianne gives you a little bedroll, so you're not.
I'll have a little cot, yeah. So I'll just bunk on the floor. Cool.
Okay. Easy enough. You're all going into sleep for your long rest. You can take the long rest, unless there's anything you want to do.
Yes.
Before or during. What would you like to do?
During.
Okay.
You know what it is. I get to attune to this fur coat.
Okay. All right. So you sit down in your room by yourself with this fur coat.
See if she can
Focusing on it.
Is it real fur? That's scroll.
Yes, it is. You are. Your mind is a swirl. You see purples, blues, greens kind of fill the room. You're not quite sure. It's like augmented reality or like VR where things are fluttering around. You can see the room, but you also see stuff that are
what's that?
blocking your.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not augmented reality, but.
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got you, boo. Okay, now what? Did I tune? Did it work?
You need to answer a riddle.
Oh man!
As you hear a voice, a deep masculine voice, very brawny, strong. In me, you feel the warmest. On my birthday light shines the light the longest. After all is said and done, I am the one who adds it all up.
Can you write it out?
I almost copied the answer. No. There you
On my birthday light. There's no comma there. On my birthday light shines the longest. I'm really bad at riddles. And that's it?
Yep. This whir around you.
Is this a time thing? Can I like let everyone do it?
No, because everybody's taking a long rest. They're waiting on you. If you need help from the class, you're welcome to. But
in me, you feel the warmest. My birthday light shines the longest. Adds it all up. Does anyone have any ideas or thoughts? I'm very bad.
Is anyone having issues with their audio going low, or is it just us? Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Been
hard
pretty
to
good
tell
tonight.
because I got headphones on. Yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything else in their room while we're parsing through this?
I've got a herbalism kit I'd want to make a potion out of.
Okay. What kind of potion are you making?
I believe if you have proficiency, a character who's proficient can create a potion of healing. Doing so requires this kit. Oh, and 25 gold of raw materials. Of course, I don't know if I have 25 gold of raw materials.
If you have 25 gold, I'll use that. You could have collected that over the last couple days.
Nah, I only have 22.
I'll give it to you. I'll say you bust.
Yeah, sure.
You busked over the last 3 days for the 3 gold.
Okay, sounds good.
But you're out.
Do I need to make a roll to do it?
Yes, you do. Are you proficient with nature?
I'm proficient with the herbalism kit.
So roll with advantage, and use
and also nature.
And use your nature.
Okay. Ooh. Pretty good. That's a 21.
You are able to make your potion without issue. Nice. All right. Do you have a response? As the clock is.
Anyone have any ideas for this one?
All you, Boo.
I literally have no idea. I was gonna say, I'll talk it out. I was gonna say, like, like skin or like naked, just because like birthday suit being the warmest within your own self. But then at the end, it's like I'm the one who adds it all up doesn't really fit those two.
I think I have a guess for this.
What's your guess?
So my guess is summer. Because in summer you feel the warmest of the year. On your birthday, light shines the longest. So summer solstice. And when all is said is done, I'm the one who adds it all up. Meaning like to add things up. That'd be my guess.
Like that guess.
And Owl gets the cloak.
Owl is not contributing to this at all. This is out of character.
Summer.
Another thought.
That is the answer.
Summer's the right answer.
That is correct.
Good job.
Thanks. I'm really bad at riddles, so thank you.
Your next test is you must drink the milk of a moon maiden.
What the what? What's a moon maiden?
That's for you to find out.
Look, this is what happens when you get the cloak from someone of hedonism.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, can you give me a clue?
Do you know anybody that may worship the moon or things related to the moon?
Should I? Probably.
Maybe they can help you.
I think yes.
Okay, do you need to like...
Well, they're sleeping right now.
What are you doing?
Aren't they resting?
What are you doing?
I think it's Courtney's character. Don't you worship the moon?
What was
no, sorry, Andrea's character. Doesn't Andrea worship the moon? Did I get that wrong?
Isn't it just Gibbous?
Who's Gibbous?
Goddess of the moon? It's one of the gods.
Yeah.
Right, but I have to find someone who worships one of those gods.
Oh. Isn't there someone called the Moon Maiden?
You may have a druid who might
Oh, you
prefer the
worship
moon.
the god?
Revere. That's not in my notes.
I'm gonna wake him up.
Is not a maiden, but
Well, I'm not here to judge.
But you're worshiping the moon maiden.
Oh yeah, I have to. Well, I could ask. Vegas.
Vegas? Oh.
Who is Vegas?
You.
Why am
Riviera.
I Vegas?
Riviera.
Yeah. What's up?
You worship the moon maiden, right?
I know a lot about the moon. Eric, have I heard specifically about the Moon Maiden before?
Maybe I just had that in my head. I didn't actually find it.
So it was, you must drink the milk of a moon maiden.
Oh, Eric just said it. That's why I thought of it.
I got. Well, didn't you say you worship the moon maiden or the goddess of the moon? Sorry, it's 3 a.m. and I'm a little bit wonky, but that's what I remember you telling me.
Nah, it's okay. We deal a lot with the moon, right? Like us druids of the moon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can't tell you much about this maiden.
You don't know what maidens
there are a lot of
funky cult religion there?
well, there are quite a lot of maidens.
Where would we find a maiden so I may drink from her teat?
I mean, milk sparse in these places, right? I mean, there's only one source of milk that I'm aware of.
Fate kind of backs away. Go on.
Don't think this qualifies as a maiden.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I mean, you could try it, but like, do we want to go down this road again?
Wait, what are we talking about?
What do you mean again?
Again?
Yeah.
You just get milk bottles from... Is this what we're talking about? I don't understand.
Do you not remember when you
It was
last?
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Explain
I thought we shared a bond.
Oh yeah, didn't I get milk from you?
This is the whole thing.
I'm sorry, I compartmentalize trauma and have all my life hate fed.
It was one of the many, many uncomfortable moments of this campaign.
Yeah. We wish we could take outside and let loose.
Now,
How did we do this again?
if you would like to come in, it might be a little bit more private than something that happens in the hallway.
Can we just put like a "Be Right Back" sign up for that?
I need a safe word.
Get forward 5 minutes in this campaign and just call it done.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, the technical difficulties.
I remember it wasn't like super. How did I actually do it? Because like it wasn't like super sexual, if I remember.
I think you rolled a die and then decided.
Are you sure about that?
Drink your milk. I don't remember this at all. Yeah, 6.
What does 6 mean?
I don't know. Well, I guess I'll be drinking your milk then. I gotta go tune this coat.
Oh boy. Okay. I will have to say that.
How did we do it? How did it not be so weird?
How do I write this as a note from the session? Fate drinks
For your therapist.
Therapist.
Didn't I just like suck on your teeth?
No. I'm not quite sure what your plan is. Okay, if we're doing this, no talking. No looking me in the eye for a good 6 hours. I'm gonna transform. I'm just gonna look that way. And then we're gonna go to separate rooms, okay?
Okay, for the coat. I rolled a 6.
All right.
I do the thing.
That's all that's gonna go into describing.
Okay. Yeah, so you transform into a cow. Things happen.
That's what it was. Super weird.
You
He was like some non-weird thing. That, I mean, that is.
Oh yeah, now it's not weird. You're right.
Makes
What
complete
was I thinking?
sense. Well, you're able to acquire some milk,
This
Yeah.
feels totally normal.
and you are successful at the second test.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. When
You just wanted
when I wrote the test, this is exactly what I was hoping for.
for him to turn into a.
Your sick fantasies, Eric.
Can I?
Yeah.
It's just cow's milk. That's all
Can I
it is.
just ask a question? When
Feels-
I did
it
it,
feels
did he
worse than that.
did he moan like a cow?
I'm not making those choices. for you.
Okay.
Those are character choices I
Why-
don't want to touch.
Now, can you like? Is it in a cup?
Let's just say it's in a cup.
That's what
that
I was.
makes me feel better.
I don't know why, but Lachelle automatically assumed she was doing it directly instead of some sort of apparatus in between.
No,
And that's on you.
Straight from the
directly. I
source.
was trying to make it as a genuine experience as possible.
The title of the episode is going to be Unpasteurized.
Unpasteurized.
As you return back to your room with cloak in hand, I need you to roll me 2d20, please, and tell me the higher result.
There we go. That's the better gift.
Oh, thank you. Well, we haven't gone through the night yet.
Oh, that's true.
Funny enough, for this group, this is only the second most traumatizing sexual encounter that
True.
Rivera has had in the last 24 hours.
Let's roll again.
6.
Roll again.
Uh-huh.
For us too.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually that's true.
Roll like
15.
properly with advantage instead of.
15 and 4.
All right. You put on this cloak, and you feel warm.
Like it's
The-
summer.
The fur of this cloak is very warm. As you were able to attune with it, and it is now yours.
This thing is fucking banger.
Mhm.
So I click on it.
Yep. And then you can scroll down,
That equips it.
and then you gotta click attune.
Oh. So, just to tell you guys, my base armor class is now 15 plus dexterity modifier, which is fucking good. Because as a rogue, I didn't have a good armor.
Okay. Maybe we'll take a break there, and we'll come back as you guys wake up.
Oh my
You know-
god.
Can we do a long rest?
Yes, you
Can
get a
we-
long
yeah.
rest.
Okay.
Take
Sorry,
a cold shower
everyone.
after that.
And
Use the
we're
word.
back.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say I used the word mimic at work today, and everybody didn't know what it was, and I had to then explain this whole what a mimic is.
You didn't have to explain it.
I didn't have to use it. I did.
All right. So, you wake up later in the morning, closer to noon, but you're all able to have a long rest. As you pick yourself up, the waffle bar has been destroyed, so it's slim pickings.
Oh.
Well, you guys got up late, so like the tail end.
Fate wipes milk from her. From her
Little
mouth.
milk mustache.
Riviera wipes milk from his chest.
What the hell happened last night?
It's like smoking a
I
cigarette.
got tuned. Check it out. An owl, I'm not giving it back to your mistress. I'm sorry. I'll give you back, but
Owl is not outside right now.
oh well, I messaged you that.
Like, as in, like, you don't see Owl out by the waffle bar.
Oh well, I messaged you anyway.
You don't have message.
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes. What?
Where? So is Owl in the inn at all?
Oh, hold on. Lost you.
Wait.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Courtney, you said something?
Is Owl in the inn?
You're a rogue and you don't have spells.
Wait, I have removed curse.
Do you want to try remove curse?
Yeah, but sorry, I
You
got
don't-
it from the coat.
Okay.
So, I mean, you don't see Owl. You could ask, sorry, Eric, if this is okay. You can ask the bartender or whoever, the innkeeper.
I do.
Yeah, so she tells you that Owl did in fact check into one of the rooms and can point you in the direction.
Okay.
Wow, that was a short mystery.
That was a good mystery.
I mean,
I will,
Session's
right?
over. We solved it. Session's over.
I will go knock on the door to wherever Owl is.
I'm gonna go with Elpice because I have removed curse.
all right. You just hear like a bit of like
I'm eating.
groaning from inside the house, inside the room.
Oh,
Careful, there's milking going on.
Yeah. Damn it.
It's not like that. It sounds like someone being like disturbed from their sleep or something.
Owl,
Mm.
can we come in?
O-Town.
Or you just hear like mumbling.
Are you awake? Are you decent?
Yeah.
It's Elpice and Fate.
I have removed curse.
I was just wondering if we could continue our conversation from yesterday.
And I have removed
Alright.
curse.
Don't listen to Fate yet. We'll get to that.
Come in.
Okay, I go in.
What does he look
All
like?
right.
Does he look worse than yesterday?
So what you see is the bed is perfectly made. An owl. Basically, you do not see Owl in the room. What you do see are little bits of waffle sort of around the periphery of the bed.
Hedonism, man.
Is he under the bed? I look
He
under.
is indeed curled up underneath the bed.
Aw, hi, Owl.
Mm,
What you doing under here, little buddy?
sleeping.
Okay. Well,
Like, and he starts like picking at the crumbs that are like around the periphery of the bed.
yeah. I was just wondering if we could just try, just for a quick sec, to see if we could make you feel any better.
I mean, I don't know what your fixation is with this, but if it gets me home, sure.
Okay. All right.
Why are you even bothering to ask? We haven't asked him about anything.
You're
he's
that's
ever-
all- That's Elpice's way. That's how she's gonna do things. Okay, Fate, try your new little healing spell.
My new little healing spell. So Eric, it says 3 charges. What does that mean? I just said 3?
You can click on it. That'll spend 3 charges from your cloak.
Which I have 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does? So this is remove curse.
Oh, look from this. Well, you would know this.
What does remove curse
I
look
touch
like?
you. All curses affecting one creature or object end. If the curse,
Okay.
if
You
the
painted a
object
word.
is a cursed magic item, if you were an item before, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
But what does remove curse look like?
Like, you want me to paint you a word picture, or you're like to the DM?
I mean, either one. Like, what? I don't know what remove curse like looks like physically as a spell.
I'm gonna touch you, and it just ends. So like, if you are, I can't really explain because I don't know what your curse is. If you are,
Does it
Like,
say
is it-
it has a somatic component or any movement or anything required?
Like, yeah, visually, is
says
it just you touch me
duration.
and that's it?
you have
Yeah,
Or, like-
duration is instantaneous.
So it's vocal and somatic. So you have to do some gesturing.
Where's
and,
it say
and
that?
you have to say a word to. So under
Oh,
components.
VS.
So you have to say something to like break the curse.
V.
Is there any like
Yes.
visual component to it or no?
Nope, vocal and somatic.
Somatic is like moving stuff around. So it is.
So there's no fanfare. It's just you touch me and that's it.
VS. And I like, I go, funk.
There's a joke in there. There's no fanfare. You just touch me and that's it.
That's really good.
That's the opposite of
Wow.
hedonism.
That was last night. So I mean, Owl like flinches if you like suddenly touch him like that, and is still like under the bed, but otherwise like doesn't react at all. Why are you looking so
Is
suspicious?
that incorrect?
Eric?
I'm curious to see what's going on.
You
Wait,
don't
wait.
know.
Go ahead.
Eric, I don't think I've misunderstood anything,
No, I think you're fine.
but as far as I know, nothing happens.
Well,
And I-
canonically, Fate has like a drink like this, but it's milk, and she's just kind of like, well,
But I will say, if you've gone to look at Owl and look at him under the bed,
yeah,
you'll notice
I touched
that
you.
he does not look like he did last night.
What does he look like?
After I
looks
touched
like-
you,
No, before.
Mm.
He looks like what you saw before you dragged him to the portal. He looks like that now.
Oh, can
Sean,
you?
I'll get that for you.
Yeah, can you bring that up for Sean?
Oh, I just noticed that you look a little different again. Which one do you prefer?
I mean, this one obviously.
Oh, I mean,
Why were you the raggedy old man before?
I don't know. I just
That's response to it.
What is
oh
it?
dear.
What did he do?
Absolute smoke show. Yeah, he's gonna say I prefer to look like this, but just I don't know, couldn't do it before this.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like you're affected by a curse, so I guess I'm happy for you.
Glad we all went through that together.
The thing that I've been telling you this whole time was true.
No, we didn't hear that. We thought that Fate said that she heard screaming in his head. So
No, I know, but he just
Yeah.
he didn't say it was a curse.
hi. So that's good. I'm glad for you. That's all I had. An idea to try.
Well, the rest of you guys wake up. What's the rest of everybody else doing?
I was eating. I'm eating while they're doing that.
The waffle
Yeah,
bar
I
dismantled.
think like we'd be catching up about like the little details of everything that happened.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Uh,
in Pello's Inn, eating the dregs of the waffle bar, catching up on what's everybody done. Ilef comes downstairs to join the group as you're all chatting about.
Hi, me. I was there.
You went downstairs too to eat.
Well, is Owl? Where's Owl gonna do?
What's Al doing?
Well, Sean and I were saying that that's what our characters were doing while you were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we can switch. If Owl's still up there, I'll stay up. But if not, you can like switch to somebody else.
I mean, I think at this point, like Al is slowly like dragging himself from under the bed and getting up.
Okay. I didn't realize we were going to have a second wave of brunchers. There isn't a lot of food left. I do have to try and scurry some up from town before I can make anything. So hopefully this is enough for the day. What do you guys planning on doing? As Marianne is just kind of trying to be a good host and make conversation.
I think these guys are gonna help me get home.
Oh, you're down.
Marianne, you know of any pregnant women in town?
Why would you ask that, Sean? That's so weird. Everybody play along.
Yeah.
I'll believe
That
you,
has
but
nothing to do with our campaign. I don't understand.
We told you, Sean. Stop asking that.
Oh, I think I kicked this.
You were asking Marianne that, right, Sean?
Yeah, she's just the innkeep, right? Like she'd know what's going on.
Yeah, there are there's like a community group where they kind of get together and help each other out. Probably be the easiest way rather than having to go door to door knocking. Hey, you pregnant? Hey, you pregnant? That's kind of not kosher because you never really know.
Does that group have a name? Like how we find it?
You'll know it when you see it.
We're just gonna wander around town for the next 5 hours.
They usually meet up at the community center, so like the mayor's building in the middle of town.
What did I?
Where you had the vote.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, what's the priority? Getting this owl fellow back home, or dealing with this situation?
And the water situation.
Well, isn't that the pregnant situation?
Well, we don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're symptoms of a larger thing or two separate. We don't know if they're two separate. Cameron understands with one thing. I'm just saying they're two separate.
Yeah. One
Separate.
could lead to the other.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to point out that we were sent a really strongly worded message from Susanna Perb. She's going to be looking for us, so I don't know how we get Owl home without risking all of our lives, but maybe that's something we should all just discuss. Just adding it to the list. I don't know that we want to. I don't know that we want to come close to Susanna Perb. She's going to be.
Do you know where you came from? Like how far away were you when you jumped in that portal?
I think that we were incredibly far north because it was snowing. So I think that we were very far away.
How do you intend to get back without a portal?
I don't know that we do. Courtney's saying this. I don't know that we do. I think Matt's part of the group now, and that's how that stays. I think that's all we do. It's keep Matt forever and ever.
I think, to be honest, Matt might be the least of our worries if so-and-so over there has the cloak as well.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. We've angered it quite a bit.
So maybe my opinion is we just keep on with story here and let Owl just wander back.
Well,
but we want to keep Matt.
I mean, I do want to return him because she's angry.
Well, now, what did you think was going to happen?
You stole.
If she's so angry, why is he with us in the first place?
Oh,
Andrew drinking milk. I don't know.
Are you drinking milk?
Almond milk. I just played a full game of soccer. I needed like a little bit of like protein, and it's my after.
It makes sense.
You know what?
I
Guess-
want to say
guess
in
you were right,
character,
Michelle.
Aleph
It
walks
is
down the
almond
stairs
milk.
drinking some almond milk.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like, that's a lot.
Andrea / Aleph walking and drinking
You'll
milk and
laugh.
saying, why is this person with us? Why did he choose to come with us? It would make her angry is perfect.
It's you'll groan when you hear the first half of the episode. You really will.
I'm
Go to
sure I will.
John.
I tried to like find it and listen to it on my way to and from the game, but it just wasn't.
There was a Zoom link.
I thought about joining, but I don't have Zoom on my phone.
Ah, okay.
So
Do it
this
on
is just
YouTube.
very good. This is very well done, Andrea. I
Yeah.
just say.
Good timing.
We briefly fill Isleth in, which essentially means that we've kidnapped Owl and stolen a god's cloak, we think, and
Yeah.
or a warlock's cloak, and they are very angry.
Again, we is, you can figure out what we means.
The
but-
collective we
yeah,
really
collective
means
we.
To be fair, they're more angry about Owl, it seems, not the cloak.
Great. So we'll be killed for that reason rather than the other reason. Just to
So
make
we didn't have to come and meet back up with everybody.
Correct.
We could have left.
both Matt and Owl were free of this hellscape.
I mean, Matt is very happy that he
That's
gets
the
to
quote
stay.
that we have.
I think that we go and solve all of the other world's problems. And
Well, I don't like the idea of like not doing anything, but at the same time, like we have no way of getting Owl back.
no.
So we might need this superb to
Dr. Susanna Perb.
yeah, superb
Yeah. Okay. Super.
to
Yeah.
make a portal and come get Owl.
like bait her.
Well, not. I mean, like I don't know. Like she's probably going to, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna just have to basically beg for forgiveness. Like, I don't know. What are we gonna do? Travel
No,
back?
I
You
can
don't know which direction to go.
I can go into the gloaming court where the god is from, wearing this outfit. With whatever I'm wearing and carrying. If I pick Owl up, does that constitute carrying?
You can certainly try.
We also have the library for the
My only concern is I don't want to give up this cloak because it's bitchin'. So
Why don't you do that path? And we have like I'm thinking maybe I'll stop by the book resource center.
Go see our friend.
Well, and he's I forget why, but he really likes you, right?
Yeah, we have a bond.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the golem guy.
Yeah.
And ask him some questions and start this investigation on the local area. Like maybe just a quick little split up to tackle a couple things at once.
Danico. He's a Goliath.
I like that idea.
Okay. While you are chatting and devising your plan of action, you start to notice eyes looking through the windows of the inn. A bunch of like little heads, more like kids, kind of peering through. And Marianne goes, "Don't mind them. They're just the Drakelings. They've been hoping to catch a glimpse of the new Drake Warden. They've been very excited to hear that she's been staying here since she's come back from the Horror Haze. So yeah, they've just been camping out for the last little bit. So just don't mind them.
They're all just a bunch of kids.
Fan group, if you will. There's some older kids and a couple adults, but they're kind of
A
weird.
fan group of who?
Do we know?
They're calling themselves
did
the
they say-
Drakelings.
Did they say like why? Why is it such a big deal? Why did the other Matthias not have? Did he have a fan group?
No, he ruled with a bit of an iron fist.
So how did they get to become fans so quickly?
They've been seeing like the new Drake Warden has been really good for the community. Is kind of giving them a passion to go out and learn new skills and help contribute to town, and it's kind of building a following here. It's been pretty spectacular over such a short period of time that people have gotten so attached to this this one kind of celebrity, if you will.
I'm pretty sure it's only been like 4 days and we've been gone for 3 of them.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's been about 9 days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's been 9 days.
You're
Oh, my
gone for
notes are wrong.
5. This
My
would
notes
be,
are
this would
wrong.
be this would be day 9.
Day 9.
Since we've been here, or since
Okay.
Silas became the Drake Warden?
Drake Warden.
Wait, what? Okay.
That's a longer time than I thought it was. I don't remember what I did to encourage them so much, but it must have been really great.
So I think maybe we want to split up and tackle a couple things. I should also mention with everything that went on last night when we landed, I had another premonition or vision.
Ooh.
With some sort of figure walking down the street, and it was like storming. And they like caused a lightning bolt to come up out of the ground, and then I kind of woke up. They were a big figure, and it sounded like they were ominous, or it felt ominous.
Well, we also know it was evening, so we have time. It's the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time before that happens.
24 hours.
Does anybody in this group fit that description? Like tall and broody?
7 to 8 feet tall? I don't think so. I'm nervous that it is the
Dr. Susanna
Dr.
Bird.
Superb. I can't remember.
I don't
if she's
remember
tall.
how tall she was.
How tall is Dr. Superb, Al?
Well, if she's
Uh,
if she's a god, she can make herself whatever size she wants.
I think just normal size. Like you saw her. She's like the size of me.
I think it's her.
All right.
All right.
What's the plan?
Before I go over to Danico, I also want to just quickly ask, is Caleb in a coma? Is he asleep? Does he
He's sleeping. He's kind of stirring awake. I think if he will wake up and he'll just kind of ask you just questions like, "Hey, how's it going?" I don't really get into too much of it. He's just because we got a lot to jump on, but he seems fine. Very very pleasant. Scurries down, gets some food, and then goes back to his room and is just kind of playing with a little toy that Marianne gave him.
Okay,
If
so
you
right
have any
now
questions for him, you can. But
I don't have any. Well, actually, we should talk to Caleb about his captors.
he
but
is
we
like a
haven't-
3-year-old, so it's,
he's not gonna give us much.
Limited dialogue option.
take that for what you will in terms of what you'll get out of it.
All right, we don't need to talk.
He
to him
seems
right
very well kept.
now. Well, my plan is to go over to talk to Danico, but I don't have to be first to do it.
We can do that for if anybody else doing anything. Who's going?
I want to go to Danico as well, so I'm gonna be with you.
Is everybody going to Danico?
I think we wanted to go to Danico too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Why do you guys want to go to Danico?
I want to ask him about the area that we were and if he knows anything about Dr. Susanna Perb, and just get a sense of what's going on with that whole side quest.
I have questions about the sand pit that we went into and all the god stuff that we saw.
So I think we have questions about the god stuff too.
Why don't we start big picture and work our way down? Because I feel like Dr. Susanna Perb is a smaller.
So what are you and Owl doing if that's the case?
Well, Owl, we got to get you home. Is there anyone in town that knows about portals? I worry about this coat, and I don't want to go with you. I want to just release you. I don't want to give up this coat, and I feel like if I come with you, she might try to grab it from me if she ends up in this glowing core.
I mean, yeah, you stole it from her.
I liberated you and an item that was
liberated me from my partner? I don't understand.
Holy
had-
smokes, you guys. Really?
Isn't-
Are you guys for real?
What?
For real about what?
Owl, are you being held here against your will? I'm just gonna throw it out there. Are you being held here against your will?
I
You
mean-
can, blink twice.
all I know is I was pulled through a portal before I could even think of what was happening. So, they have not forced me to stay here, but they have taken me away from my home.
Fate thought he was being held against his will there.
So here's the deal: is there was screaming when I went into his head. There was like screaming, and he was acting really, really odd, and like had these weird rules, couldn't eat, and like we knew something was going on with him, so we were worried that he was under some sort of spell. And I tried to remove curse. There's no curse to be removed, so we're not quite sure. And I'm wearing the goddess of hedonism's cloak right now, so I think Al just wants to. I don't know what the screaming's about. It's throwing me off, so I kind of felt like I needed to save him based on that. And now I've got a god very angry with me.
Did you try and like identify if there was anything on Owl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. I believe we did.
I don't know if we identified anything on Owl, though.
Did you?
No.
I'll take a look now. Owl, hold still.
I think what you want to ask is, Owl, may I?
Owl,
Guy.
That's what you want to
Episode is
ask.
a good lesson in consent.
But see, we just hold still.
Consent is assumed in D&D.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
Don't-
That's not what you said last night.
That's true.
Okay.
Alex like, what?
What?
We are both.
so that's a good idea. Why don't you do?
I'm already.
Oh.
My hands are on your shoulders, Owl.
Pardon?
I've put my hands on your shoulders to cast Identify.
From the front or behind?
Is it a ghost situation?
Identify work on a person. I don't
I
understand.
will. I'll message you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a ghost situation.
Unchanged melody rings in the background.
We can't play it though. We gotta take it down.
Only half our viewers will understand that based on their age.
God, yeah.
Okay. So as you slowly incant the spells of Identify, reaching in towards Owl and anything that's affecting him. Yeah, I'll say yes.
Okay. Specifics?
Yep, I'll leave it to you how specific you want to go.
Okay. All right. So if you've cast Identify on Owl, what you notice, I guess, first off, is if there are any ongoing spells. And so you would know that Disguise Self is currently happening right now.
Well, we knew that.
Disguise what?
Well, I mean, that's what Identify does.
Oh, disguise self.
Oh, disguise self. Yeah.
The other thing that you notice when you cast Identify and you are searching for what spells are currently affecting the person that you're touching is that your spell connects with something else at the same time. You don't have any specific details, but you know when you have laid hands on Owl to cast Identify, it is not just owl that your spell is searching for,
Well,
and that's what you get.
What's her name? Mar.
interesting.
What the fuck?
It's like Lucia Mar, man.
See, normal again.
I love
Well,
this character already.
yeah. I've never had that result, actually.
See?
What, you always find something weird?
No,
I mean, you already know I do this.
yeah, that personal preference is fine. I'm talking about
Flips it back and forth.
I'm talking about the fact that there was more there. Like I cast identify on you, but I felt like it was reaching out for more. And
There was more people. That's where the screaming is coming from.
Yeah, so there's something else going on, like this isn't actually Owl.
What?
No, I'm saying this is Courtney, not to you.
Oh, okay.
Courtney's trying to problem solve
What
with
you
her.
want? If you were looking for ransom, I can tell you.
but what else to say? Oh, that's
Cool.
that's super weird. Do you remember where you came from?
We've asked it so many times.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Listen, it's been a while. What I remember is being in the forest and chilling and being with my lady, and that's what I remember.
Back in?
Something like that.
Point of order. When we were in the forest, there was like a Mycadid creature. Mycadid?
The gym bro.
Mycadid creature, which like is a series of like connected organisms and beings. Could this be the same stuff happening?
Like at the Last of Us.
Last of Us sort of thing, and be the same
hive mind.
Hive mind.
Hive mind.
Just what did you say, CB? Like there's something else? You're sensing something else?
Searching for something.
It's like, yeah, it's like it's searching for something else. There's more.
You get your power from somewhere, Owl?
That's not a no.
Yeah, that's not a no.
Yeah.
We did run into a gym bro mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's
It was a gym bro. I remember that.
I don't think you could just say that and like not. Sorry, Owl. Go ahead.
No, we need Owl. This is actually relevant information.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hit for tat thing, I guess. Like,
It's okay. I get my magic from somewhere else too.
Yeah. Just my lady and I have a special bond, like she has always like looked after me and has asked me to help with things here and there. Whatever she needs, I get, and in return she helps me do things like this, and he flips it like back and forth.
So
yeah, we saw that.
I get that.
There's a little bit of her inside of you, and there's a little bit of you inside her.
You've been hanging out with those teenagers for way too long.
I don't know what you mean by that.
That's okay.
I mean, it's just, she's kept me, fed, healthy. Again, got, cool abilities that I can do, but yeah, I mean, it's, I never questioned it. She's looked after me. She's a wonderful person.
Now, was what we saw last night what you call healthy?
It's I don't know where it came from, honestly.
Last night?
Like, I just noticed I started looking like this for a bit. Don't know why. Obviously, I prefer looking a little different, little more spry, you know, keep up the appearances for the lady. But
Can you do other appearances? Like, are you multiple people that you can do?
I mean, maybe. I'm sure I could, but I just want to look like me, you know?
Hmm.
Okay.
Is there like a way that we can follow what we're identifying? Like, is that a thing that we can do in D&D?
Follow your nose.
You know what I'm trying to ask? Like, is
Yeah,
that
I don't think that would get you
no?
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need some stronger magics than that.
Okay.
So,
What we could. Sorry.
oh, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
We're intrigued here, so let us.
I mean, nothing Owl has said leads me to believe he was not happy and fine. But if we really want to know, and like this one piece, what you could do, CB, if you have a little bit more energy, I get my magic from somewhere else too. So if it's just a matter of where his magic's coming from, you could like cast identify on me, and if it's the same feeling, then it's the same thing.
Am I the only one that just worked his ass off to learn magic? You guys just all got it inherently, and I just like every morning have to have like a special routine.
The
No.
magic that I have is more like the magic that's within all of us. You
I
know.
had to work my ass to steal this cloak, which is magical. I mean, liberate.
So the answer to my question is yes. Got it.
He said the
I think
quiet
that's a
part
good
out
idea.
loud.
See,
Wait.
now I'm just going to point out it's a great idea, and I did not need books to tell us that. So I'm just going to throw it out there.
Maybe because I'm tired from studying all fucking morning. You just woke up with this ability.
Do you think it's easy to make a connection with the moon?
Yeah.
It's hard to help people break through their outer shell and discover who they're.
Fuck on a teat.
You didn't have to.
Multiple ways to do that one. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I will. I'm gonna cast Identify on Ilif as well. Ilif, do you mind if I put my hands on your shoulders?
You could just like hold my hand
So you ask her.
instead.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're gonna catch that. Yeah, I will. I'll hold your hand.
You cast the Identify spell, reaching in. Yeah. What ongoing spells do you have on yourself?
I'll take the book out first. The little black book that like appears and disappears and it's covered in feathers. I'll take that out first just in case. And I don't know if the little Oriole is magic or not, but I think that's the only thing. I don't think there's anything else.
Oriole is not it. Yeah, they are linked to you like a familiar, but they're not actually the spell.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything. There's nothing affecting me. There's magic items, but there's nothing affecting me.
So you wouldn't get anything, and you don't get the sense that there's a secondary creature inside.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, I'll pass that along.
I
Or
don't know.
multiple creatures inside.
So what? You just got a faulty Identify?
No, Al, something's going on with you, dude.
We're not sure what.
I don't know what. But you are.
Oh, wait a second.
I don't get what you mean.
Are you pregnant?
I mean, that's a good
Like
question.
when I hear two heartbeats.
Yeah. Is there a second heartbeat in there?
I am not pregnant. No.
Do I believe him? Them. I'm not going to assume your gender.
This is
course it is.
hedonism. I doubt pregnancy is part of hedonism.
Yeah.
Is this a food baby?
He's got all the hunger cravings.
Yeah.
You can trust them.
Okay.
Pronouns are he, him. You're
You
good.
also don't
Okay.
ask people if they're pregnant.
In some situations you do.
Yeah, we're trying to solve a pretty big mystery.
No, I know. I'm joking. It's 100% a joke.
Pull the guy through a portal. Hey,
Yeah.
don't ask him who's pregnant. That's where we go.
That's the line.
I also
I know-
previously said consent is assumed, so don't.
I know.
Yeah,
I know I
try to explain
wear-
that aspect of D&D.
I know I wear baggy cloaks, but I am not pregnant.
Well, this is good. Now we're learning about each other, right? This is
I do think we should probably move on, not because well, unless we have any further ideas, but we're still kind of at square one with this. It's an interesting thing. I don't know if we have anywhere else to go. And we do have some stuff to figure out. But
I think Owl needs to go back.
we don't know how to get out.
How do you propose that?
Can you find your way back?
No, I have no idea where we are.
Oh,
I
you've
have no
never been to
idea where my-
Sonder?
no, we're
No.
very, very far. We were very far.
So
north.
I'm hoping that the research can kind of maybe
Yeah.
that could
We're
surface
not
that.
close.
I kind of feel like if we just send Owl off. Now,
Right.
obviously, Owl is free to leave if he wants to, but if we just send him off, I don't think that he's going to make it because they would be walking for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, we assume it's
No.
quite far
Sorry.
because it was we were in literal snow.
Yeah.
So we knew we were like in a different, like back in the original time when we got teleported there from when we got split up with
I
you
gotcha.
guys. I remember asking Eric and him kind of saying like, yeah, you could gather that you're not like close to home. And then
Like,
Sorry, I missed that part. We don't
No,
have
that's
to.
okay. No.
Sorry, guys.
you weren't there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So are you guys heading over to Danico's?
I would like to talk to Danica.
I'm not trying to push everybody. I'm just saying like I don't know if there's anything else to get
Yeah.
here. But if people want to, I'm fine to continue.
Portmanteaus. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
As you guys gather yourselves up and head over, I know Fate wasn't planning on going to Portmanteaus. Are you going to go with the group just to make this easier on me?
Probably.
Yeah.
Wait,
Probably not.
Fate, do you still have the deck of cards by any chance?
Yes, I do. Except for one, which I gave to Whimsy or whatever.
The unicorn. I think we might need the deck of cards for this discussion with Danico. Can I either borrow them or do you want to come with us?
I'll come with just to make it easier.
I have a
for me.
feeling he might recognize them.
I'll come with just to make it easier on our.
Okay. As you guys,
DM.
all right, you guys are at Portmanteau. As you're heading out, I will say that you are taken aback by the amount of people that are waiting outside for Ilif to emerge from Pillows Inn. While they're respecting your space, they are almost like a gag. People are like, not like Beatles mania, but there's a lot of fanfare. Like
A reference
there-
everyone will get.
There she is. And they're like, Drake Warden, we've got you something. And then one of the little kids kind of walks up and it's like, here you go. And like it's wrapped in like a cloth or a blanket. And it's like, this is from your Drakelings. We're really excited by your teachings, and we're wondering what the next lesson is going to be, what the next task is going to be. So thank you. And like they hand you this little thing, and as you pull the blanket back, you notice it's a sheathed sword.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It costs us a lot, but I think you're worth it. We all scraped our allowances together and went over to Perfect's, and she thought this would work for you.
Wow. Okay. Do you still have enough for like dinner tonight?
Yeah, we could. Well, mom and dad get us food, and they all kind of like, yeah,
Okay.
parents will get us food.
Okay. Well, thank you, and keep practicing whatever it was that I taught you the first time, and I will prepare another lesson. We'll see you later.
Okay. And as you guys move on, and they kind of like follow you, but like at a distance, they're just like in awe, and like people are kind of some like filter away, and then eventually you get to Portmanteaus.
Wait. I want to ask Ilif, like, as we walk, like, kind of, low, like, what was that about? What did you teach them?
I have no idea, and it's really starting to freak me out.
Hmm.
There's like a clone of me somewhere.
That actually sounds like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But like, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just freaking me out. Like, it's fine.
It could be a bad thing.
No, it's just trust me on this one. It's not.
It's not a bad thing. Okay.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, okay? I will explain later. Because I need to look at my notes, but I remember it's not bad.
Okay.
This sword is a moon-touched scimitar.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
And as you pull it open, you notice that the hilt is like almost like platinum, and there's like an intricate design. But the blade itself, while it's glowing with like a little bit of a light moonish glow, the blade itself is not actually made of metal. It almost seems to be like condensed wind that is just kind of holding itself together. So it's like a wind blade that has the effect of a sword. So it's almost like I don't want to say like a lightsaber, but
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. But instead of like a plasma, it is
What
wind,
about a light
a
sword?
wind that's holding it together.
What kind of sound does it make when you swing it?
Which
Shells moon touched as well.
whoopa.
And so it has the properties of a moon touch scimitar, but it has the name engraved along the side of it as Night Breeze.
Night breeze.
Night breeze.
Night breeze or
Wait.
night breeze?
Breeze.
Oh, night breeze. I
Yeah.
misheard that.
It sounds like it smells really good.
Oh yeah.
Does
Probably.
it smell good?
Can I just state that you said it seems like it has the properties of a moon touch scimitar.
It's a moon touch scimitar in
Yeah, but you said that like
D&D Beyond.
this is a reference that we know what
But
that
it's
means.
it's not just like a plain one. It's like ornate.
What the
it's
heck
got
is a
name.
moon touch scimitar?
It's like
Look it up in D&D
It's
Beyond.
a sword with some moon touched abilities.
What is moon touch?
Shed,
mean?
it can shed light.
Oh, cool.
It's D&D's version of a lightsaber by the sounds of it.
There it goes. But it's
Legally distinct lightsaber.
yeah. TM.
There's no picture.
Then how do you know it's beautiful?
I am picturing what Eric is describing.
And it smells.
Character, how
Right.
beautiful.
Tring.
Does that mean it's closed?
Welcome to Portmanteaus, where all your
Portmanteaus.
periodicals and pedicures are available for your digital pleasure. Oh,
Digital.
it's you.
What are you so happy about?
Hi, I live in El Peace and CB and
Everybody.
Vegas. I hear the kids are calling you Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah, you gotta watch the first.
You got a new friend
I'll
here.
watch.
Yeah, this is our friend Owl.
Nice to meet you, Owl. Name's Danico. I'm the proprietor of this establishment.
Nice to meet you. And I'll like, where are we outside or
Inside.
we're
Inside. So this
Okay.
is an old like a bookstore / pedicurist.
Got it.
Classic combo.
So
Yeah.
you can read a book and I'll do your nails.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And I'll just keeps his book hood up.
Who wants to go first? Because we have a lot of things we want to look into. You go first, Cam.
No, I've talked. I was gonna say Sean and Andrea can go.
Well, I'm with Ilif and the
You're all there.
No. I will do the scene with Ilif and the cards.
Our inquiry might make him uncomfortable.
I need what? What did you say?
Our inquiry might make him uncomfortable.
Oh, we'll wait. Okay.
You should go first.
Okay, why don't I go first then?
Okay, LPs.
I'll jump in.
LPs and Danico together again,
Together again.
like peanut butter and jelly.
That's us. I was just wondering if do you know a Dr. Susanna Perb?
Doctors, you know the name does sound familiar. One second, and he walks over. This is a Goliath. Just so you know, he's huge. It's like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
But like slender and massive all at the same time. He goes over.
Like me.
I've got some books written by Dr. Susanna Perb. Is
Oh,
that who you're talking about?
yeah.
About
She's a-
Myconids?
She's a published author. I think these are academic books.
Okay.
They're worthless.
Can I take a look at them and I'll get my nails done at the same time?
Nobody's read them.
Yeah.
You crack it
There's
open and it's like a fresh book.
Yeah.
PhD theses.
Yeah.
There's no actual dust inside.
Spray crack.
Spine doesn't even have a crack in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything in particular? There's three books here.
I'll take them all. I'm gonna read them all.
Mm.
That'll take some time, but
Well, I'm gonna skim. I'm gonna
we're doing mani-pedi then.
We'll yeah, we'll do the works. The mani pedi.
What color are you going with?
Pink as always. You know me, Danico.
So like he's getting you set up, but he is like being a gracious host, and he's looking around to whomever else wants to
Just so that I can get inspired. You know the names of the books, and I'll think about it while you're doing other things.
The first one is a distinctive look at fungi and their colonies.
Okay.
A second one is entitled "Exploring the Feywild," an outsider's look at this strange world. And the third one is gambling and winning it all.
All right.
I like that one.
Okay. Thank you.
A story from the heart. Okay, so he pulls out, and you can see he's pulling and like comforting your hands in his massive hands, and a little mage hand comes in and starts doing the work on this, as he's kind of he starts up on this work, and he's kind of just I don't want to keep everybody left out. Is there anything that I could have my unseen servants to get for you?
You have food?
Well, I had a couple teens come in here the other day and eat us out of our baked goods and pastries. They've since
we met them.
They've since moved on since spring break was over.
Yeah.
So that's a no.
Apparently, there might be, and he like goes in. We've got one lemon cake left.
Deal. And he grabs it.
As he grabs it, that's an interesting disguised self you've got on you.
You know, just keeping up appearances.
Fair enough. I'm not going to judge.
He's good.
I'm going to call it out to the group, but I won't judge.
Yeah.
Okay.
He judges a little bit.
Question for you.
Anytime.
You happen to have any books on reincarnation?
Books on reincarnation.
Abnormal pregnancies. Reincarnation could go hand in hand with that. You know the vibe I'm thinking of right now. Like,
no, I am not.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Very much no.
all right. First things first. Reincarnation. Or like, I don't know, reborn.
Like the doll.
This is like a Google search
All
where I put in keywords.
Pluses and Boolean terms and
Boolean terms, yeah.
I do.
Boolean.
I do know something. There's, he's like, okay, one second, and as he gets up, you still feel your nails getting done as he walks over. As he like a second mage hand is now cupping where his hands were. And
I want to use him for later.
This isn't quite on reincarnation, but there is said to be an ancient artifact that dealt in reincarnation. And he like pulls to the page after like working through. Here you go. And he hands you the book open to an entry. It's just scribbled by hand that says the Starfire deck was said to deal with reincarnation magic. The god Ket was said to have dabbled in trying to cheat death and control destiny. Hence why they were the god of destiny.
Yeah. Huh.
Is that what you're looking for? That's the only thing I can think of.
My least favorite god.
Okay. No, that's very, very kind of you to share. Could I get my chest waxed as well?
That's good.
Not what I thought you were going to say to round up.
You know what? For you, Riviera, I certainly could do that. I need you to get over on the table over there. And it's like right next to El Piece. Just pop that top off, and I'll be with you in a minute.
Why?
All right.
Boy, if only you weren't in any more awkward situations this time around, eh?
Awkward, sexy situations.
So, as your nails are getting done, is there any book that you're particularly interested in?
It's not me.
El Piece?
Oh, sorry. I didn't understand you were talking to me. Yeah, I would like to learn more about what did Dr. Susanna Perb say about the fungi and their colonies?
We'll read through. So this is supposed to be an academic book, and understanding how widespread a myconid could extend their mycelia, and it reaches into the ground. What this long-term study seems to denote is that the roots of these fungus actually go very, very deep. Some say to almost another plane. They reach into like an underdark area.
Ooh.
And some are said to reach into to break the planes and reach into the Feywild, the Shadowfell, and that whole kind of sector of planes.
Is there anywhere? Have you read the book?
I've read every book in here.
Is there anywhere that talks about like befriending the fungi?
Well,
like pulling the fungi, you know.
You can do your own research if you'd like, but from my gathering is you have to be willing to take in their spores to draw any type of connection to this very elusive species. It is difficult because there are your typical vegetative mushrooms and funguses, and there are the sentient kind that are a little bit more friendlier to those.
And in the Feywild book, are there any conversations about fungi that have features similar to like creatures? Like can they talk and communicate in common language and
the Feywild book explains Dr. Perb's journey into the Feywild and some of her adventures using mushrooms to
such a gross.
Mushrooms to transcend the plane. So it seems like this wild and crazy adventure was after she had ingested mushrooms to cross over. So many academics see this more as a drug trip that she's saying led to a world that doesn't actually exist.
That's fine. That's good to know. But then just for fun, what did Gambling and Winning It All, Story from the Heart talk about? Just for funsies.
It's the trilogy of the book. The third book is explains in her journeys through the Feywild, meeting an individual and falling in love and having to steal that person from a very powerful archfey.
Okay, I'd like to check this one out and read it cover to cover.
Audio version.
The graphic audio comes later in my voice. But I also am converting
It
these,
is 72 hours long.
but I do charge an upcharge of 3 gold pieces for the book.
Oh, that's fine. I'll give you that. I'd like to read it while you continue talking to my comrades over here.
Alright. What else might I help this fine group out with?
CB, do you have anything? Otherwise, I'm just gonna like dive. ahead.
Yeah, well, this is Fantasyland, right? So I'm gonna ask for a haircut, and I'm gonna get a
We're playing house. This is
Cam, like
You-
10 plus years after playing D&D.
Okay,
This
so
is fantasy,
yeah.
right?
So while Danica is chatting around, Riviera, you feel wax starting to get poured onto you from these like basically invisible servants that are like moving stuff around and like bringing wax. And you see a little table getting set up with some strips ready to go ham on you.
It's gonna hurt.
You see a small little barber's chair kind of spin up from the floor. If you're looking for a haircut, we are dabbling into aesthetic treatments that I'm not too proficient with, so we will have to see how this goes.
fine. It's more than it's fantasy. It's more than I can get, so I'm just gonna enjoy it.
I will let you roll. I will let you roll. Yeah, that's what you're gonna go with. A performance check to see how well I do.
Okay. Why am I rolling it?
Because I want to see you roll.
Oh, Danico, you're gonna do a great job. I want to give some type of encouragement with my bardic inspiration.
Danica, Eric, I think you're just gonna talk in that voice from now on.
I think.
What do I
Well,
get? 1d4? 1d6? Good, because it was a bad roll. 13 total.
Well, you get an average cut at best. Whatever you want.
Man, just okay.
You just
I'll get
trim.
I'll get a buzz cut.
Oh my god, I used a.
You're gonna
One of
cut. You got like so based on the photos, you got like 8 to 10 inches of hair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
All right, yeah, you just shave it all down. It must have been a long time since your last haircut.
So are you?
Yeah, but-
Wait. Just to be clear, you're bald in this fantasy world of yours.
But it's my choice in the fantasy.
Oh,
world.
choice. Okay.
Have you ever
Just to be clear.
have you ever heard the name in any of the books Chase Broadstone?
Chase Broadstone. Yes, I think I he goes in looking for a book, and this one like throws off his pretty jovial demeanor. What do you want with a Chase? What do you want with a Chase Broadstone?
I heard it in our adventures, and it sounded like my intuition tells me it was somebody who's powerful, but I don't quite understand who they are.
And he pulls out a book from the top shelf. It's a large tome. This one is like no one's touched it ever. It's just covered in dust. Like the paper looks a little bit more like it's ancient paper. That it's almost like degrading a little bit if it's not like maybe held together with some type of magical energy. As he
Definitely
holds it
my
up.
pieces.
This book here speaks of the god He Who Came Before. And and if I recall correctly, Chase Broadstone was one of the first aliases of said god. And he like opens the book, pulls a page, looks confused.
Cam's a god.
Maybe I'm misremembering something. He pulls out, and he's going through the book, kind of page by page. That's weird. And he like opens it up for you guys to see, kind of like peer over his shoulder, like into the book. All the pages in the book are blank. This book used to have a full history of He Who Came Before.
Well, that's a plot device that's pretty convenient.
Hmm.
And he like shows you the book. So what was the name again?
Chunt Bugley.
Chase Broadstone. You just said it. Chase Broadstone.
Chase Bronze. Yeah, I think I've. What was that name again?
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up later.
Closes the book. Well, here, maybe this book will help. I think his name's in there.
I'm not gonna open that book. I'll take it, but I'm not gonna open the book.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm gonna actually like take off my belt or like rope or whatever I have and like wrap it around. I want to keep the book, but I want to like wrap around the book, make sure it stays shut. The only other question I had was about have you ever heard of an altar that, what did I write? Basically, we encountered a situation, or sorry, I've heard of a situation of an altar where, well, Danica doesn't judge, so it's fine, but of an altar that has like time dilation in it and leads to like multiple, I don't know if it's planes or universes or dimensions or just physical rooms, but it acted like as a portal.
You said time dilation?
Well, like so the friend of a friend of mine went into it and when they exited it, time had passed for them normally, but everybody else saw them. It was only an instant. Have you heard of anything like that? Any altar of the gods or anything that would make sense like that?
Well, my guess would be, and he goes over to Riviera, who's holding that book, and he flips to another page. This sounds like an instrument, a Starfire instrument of the god Eterna that could control time. And he like flips to a page that has like a little entry about an hourglass that could stop time or allow for the passage of time, control the ebbs and flows of it.
Do you know what Eterna would have at like their altar? There was like 3 bowls, and I couldn't figure out the hell to put in those bowls.
Listen,
no clue.
Yeah, he's basically feeding you like half of the plot here. Just like, don't push it.
It sounds like anybody that's smart enough to understand Eterna would be able to solve this very very simple puzzle.
We didn't solve it.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Trying to make sense.
Yeah.
Etal, does that ETAL? Do those 4 letters mean anything to you? Especially related to Eterna?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
8.
And he's like, everybody, take a look at your books, the ones that you're holding, the ones that are holding books. Flip it to the inset page for it, and as you do, you'll see at the base of each book it says Echo Temporal Arcane Library.
Oh,
Etal.
It's a library stamp.
that's fun.
Oh, it's a stolen book.
Where are we looking?
In the inside of the book, it's like the library stamp for the book.
Oh.
Yeah. It's in all of our books, Etal. Yeah.
So this is just like a stolen book from your library?
Or is his bookstore full of stolen books?
My collection was recovered from this ancient library that was said to have been destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of bookshelves in that library, or in that place that my friend went to.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was the Echo Temporal.
That was the library.
Arcane Library.
Interesting.
Your friend gave you a lot of detail, huh?
Sorry, Andrew, what'd you say?
Your friend gave you a lot of detail, huh?
I'm gonna like get up and walk out after Danica says that.
Before Isla's conversation,
I'm just imagining him like silently just being like,
I didn't finish the haircut.
I was gonna say like half the head is shaved.
Oh, I love that. You just got like the long hair on one side.
Just long hair in the front.
before Isla's conversation starts, because I know she said it might make Danica a little bit edgy. Can I glean anything else from the book while I'm still here?
Yeah, so you get, so this third book
Yeah.
is more like a diary about Dr. Perb falling in love with this this man.
Does she name it?
And that she'll do anything to get him.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing standing in her way is the queen of the gloaming court.
Queen of the glowing court.
Gloaming court.
Wait a second. What?
Like GLOM.
This is what my cloak is. The gloaming court.
Okay.
Queen is the hedonism queen.
Okay.
So that's the queen is the god, if I'm correct, right? Am I listening right? Oh.
Gloaming court. Okay. So
Gloaming.
Glowmane.
Gloaming. Ming.
Glowming. Okay. So she stole this person from the queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Owl has been stolen twice.
Do we know if she names the person in the book?
She just refers to her as that bitch.
No. The queen is
How
that
D&D of you.
But what about the person she falls in love with? Does she name that person?
Yeah, that bitch.
She's like, she calls him my little bird.
Okay. And does she say that she brings him back to the dimension that we're in?
Passages don't get that far.
Boy, we're really trying, guys.
Well, I'm looking at her diary. I'm trying to glean information.
No. I'm just laughing.
I know. I'm just trying to make as much sense as I can. Because it's a full diary that I'm reading here. Okay.
And taking you some time to read through it. There's a lot of passages, a lot of very detailed information about like the gloaming court, the different people that are there.
Weird sex acts with Owl.
You know, her feelings, her big feelings in this place. A little bit of her sultry desires, that kind of stuff.
Now, did I buy it so I get to keep this book?
You can borrow it as long as you need to.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So no, because she said, "Did I buy it?"
I'm borrowing.
All the books are to be lent out, but some more indefinitely than others. Because I like you guys.
This is a renting situation, but I too am gonna say thank you to Danico and say see you next time.
Okay. Did you want your toes done?
You know what? I think they're still okay. You did my hands this time, so next time I need to come in.
You just blue balled the pedicurist, but whatever.
I tip you well. Every single time I tip you well. Well, that's true. You're all about the feetsies. You can I'll get you next time.
LP's the person pleaser.
Yes.
Owl, if you want to get a pedicure done, they're actually like really nice. I'm not gonna lie. They're great.
So, as you guys have been chatting with him, or them, Owl has, I assume Eric, as this is a place like kind of a salon, there's like cosmetic products.
Mm-hmm.
Owl currently has a finger inside a canister of body butter and is attempting to lick it.
Wait. Hold on. I've 100% got cantaloupe in my bag that I took for the birds that you could have instead if you want it.
Oh, that's much better.
It's hedonism.
It might be like a little squished, but it's fine.
Owl is the
Much appreciated.
stereotypical 90s like character who just liked food, and that was literally their characterization throughout the whole.
Listen, I swear it's not like the only thing that I decide on for my characters.
I didn't mean that.
That's right. The other character liked food too.
Right, well, it looks like they've turned page and run.
Looks like they've fucked off.
Ilif hops up in the pedicure chair and is like, you know, Elpice didn't get it this time and I declined it last time, so we can do like super fun pedicure, whatever your heart desires is. But I do have some questions for you, Danico.
Certainly. What What's your fancy?
Yeah, so magic's supposed to be pretty rare around here, and I can't help but notice you have a couple mage hands going. You were able to see through
Pretty basic magic.
a disguised self.
Well, I've learned a lot from these books from a magical source and been around a long time.
Yeah, how long would you say?
Feels like a couple decades.
Same.
Would you maybe like up that to like millennia?
No, I don't think I'm that old.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I remember coming in to Sonder when they founded the town.
Did you come from the Jorges by any chance?
Oh, my memory's kind of foggy. Anything beyond 20 years ago?
Does the name like what was the show? Willem. Does the name Willem ring a bell, Danica?
He goes, no, I haven't heard that name before. But you can see him kind of like wince a little bit.
I was gonna say if I could make an insight check, but okay.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh, okay. Do I believe him? Sorry, that's what I'm supposed to say. Do I believe him? Oops.
I bet he's super powerful and beats it no matter what, unless it's a really good roll. That's my thought.
Oh, it was good. 24.
Oof. Nice. You gather that he is being honest, and the wince is like almost like a tick or like something he isn't controlling.
Something he is.
He is nodding like it was like an subconscious response, something that he didn't actively try and disguise or hide.
Hey, Fate, do you have that deck on you?
Yeah, I don't really want to give it to him, but I can show it. It's blank.
Yeah. That's okay. Danica, do these look familiar?
Looks in. You better not be shitting me. Is this the Starfire deck?
Maybe. Can you pick a card from it?
Picks a card, yeah.
Does it stay blank?
It's blank.
It stays blank though.
Yeah.
Can I have it back?
Oh yeah, here.
I mean, it's not a complete deck. We know
not
that.
a complete deck. I know.
He like looks. He's like, can I take a look? This is the deck from the book.
Hold on. Yes. But see, Danica, I have a feeling you know a lot more about it than you think you know. And it's also not mine. Fate has to agree.
You can take a look, but
You're telling me
just like this
Fate's
library,
not playing with a
Oro
complete
only.
deck?
What's that, Owl?
Nothing.
Oh,
Just making a joke.
oh, sorry, I didn't.
As he gently takes. Don't worry. I right here. I'm not going to take it away from you. Starts. All the cards are blank.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of thumbs through, and then there's the one card that's not. Who's the Petal? It just says Goddess of Fertility.
Pregnant women. Fate says out of nowhere.
That was a very weird response.
Yeah, it's okay. We're trying to put a few pieces of the puzzle
Why
together.
does this one card have a name to it while the rest are blank? And he grabs the book from you and starts scribbling like notes. Like he's adding the notes to this book.
Wait, what book?
The one that had
the book
the deck.
Hold on. No. You can't update this just yet. It's still a secret. I was more hoping that you could find yourself in that deck.
All the cards are blank.
I know, because you're here, right?
Wait, can we? You're not going to tell anyone of this conversation, right?
No, I don't think I necessarily need to.
Okay. Well, we saw Petal die.
You saw
I-
a
We saw-
god die. The gods that are all gone. You met one, and you saw them perish.
Yep. It was Petal.
And you
Is
see
that
him
why
kind of
she's in this card?
stumble back, and he like sits down as like a little barber chair comes up from the floor.
Danica, it's okay. You got to stay with us, buddy. We have more questions here.
This is why I was leaning into the whole reincarnation thing. You know,
That's very interesting. Very interesting knowledge that I've don't know how to take. What are you trying to get at?
if there's a way to bring her back, or if the gods aren't truly gone, maybe the gods are in different forms.
There's one per god here, Danico.
Okay? And those who hold the cards might hold the fate of said gods.
Well, I wouldn't say fate. But...
Let's, dear God, pray that that's not true right now.
I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing.
Danico, we talked to some really, really, really old ghosts
Okay.
who may have known you in a past life. A very old past life. You might not remember, but your magic came from somewhere. I think we need to keep you safe.
Interesting.
I also think you might be able to tell us where the Temple of Love is, because I think you remember that. That's what the ghost said. Because you were there and you talked to them before.
Do you have the atlas with you?
No. It was stolen from me, but that doesn't mean that we can't find it. The temple.
Well,
And the atlas, both.
I would need the atlas to be able to show you where it is.
That is so unfortunate. Could you like describe the location maybe?
What about the map? Could we use the map?
That is the atlas, and it was stolen from us.
I thought when we last talked, you having a Starfire artifact. Now you've come across 2 Starfire artifacts and you've lost one. We
Remember
expressed
the
how
no
important
judgment?
it was.
When the no judgment is still in effect. Thank you.
I'm being accused of being a very ancient
I'm
creature.
not accusing you. I'm not accusing you.
Just a lot to take
I think
in.
if anything,
I'm
you're
just
more
a-
of a treasure.
I'm just a humble pedicurist with.
You have a lot of feelings, I know.
I think you know that's not true, Danica.
Mhm.
I think you know in the back of your mind. And I think there's others in town, and it would be great if we could have your help to figure out who they are.
Can I
There's
cast?
a lot of crap going on here.
Can I cast?
Gods are not dead.
I want to cast locate object on the atlas. We've seen it, right? We had it.
Mm-hmm.
You cast locate object, so you can certainly.
Yeah, within 1,000 feet. So
You do not get a ping.
okay, it's not in town, or at least not nearby.
Stole it from us. I forgot that it was stolen.
It's because it happened after you guys, like after we did not make it through the portal.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I thought we had it.
Okay.
It was the ghost.
Look, we leave you alone for 5 days.
All we did was set shit
You
on
leave you
fire.
alone for 5 days. You stole a cape and stole a person.
Oh, we didn't talk about the 2 buildings she burnt down.
And the baby Yaga.
What?
Listen,
And a baby
But did
Yaga.
I lose my deck of cards? Still here.
yeah, we came back with more stuff. We didn't lose stuff.
So
Did you lose your dice by any chance?
Nope.
Asking for a friend / someone who wants to live in this party with you?
Well, we discovered that she did lose one, but she has
it's not the die that's important. It's just
she has a number of dice.
Yeah.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
Seriously?
She just has like pockets and pockets of dice.
You know when you buy like a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, she bought a bag of 1,000 dice.
The
So
dice-
Owl, you were witness to two burning buildings because of dice rolls, I'm assuming.
And
The building might have been sentient.
The burning baby Yaga.
That is a wild 3 words.
There was also a milking due to a die roll. That's how that played out.
Yeah.
Owl, we're gonna get you home because this is an unhealthy relationship to be in right now, and whatever you came from is probably better than this.
Not true.
I wonder why you guys stick around, honestly.
Marriage
Hey.
of convenience for right now.
Hey.
I am not convinced that one of us won't die because of it. Unconvinced.
Owl,
You know
character.
what? My
Your
dice
friend,
roll
but
has
you-
got me a god cloak and saved this
A
Vicodin.
pissed off person.
Yeah,
Because
you,
said-
you,
At
you
the
do
expense
well
of
from
tearing
it.
someone away from their loved one.
Al, you can pick your friends. You can't pick your family.
Yeah.
This is
You
not-
can pick your
let's
nose.
Slow down for a second.
So
Um,
to go back to
Danny-
the important conversation about Danico and the Atlas and the things we're all here for, could we like even get more information just as an idea about, like, we know that we can visualize the Atlas, like we still have a memory of it. Could we ask questions about,
Could we rewrite it?
yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like, can we recreate it in a sense and at least get the quadrants? Like, is it in the northwest, in the northeast? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I'm gonna try and scribble it down. I was the one who was attuned to it. I'm gonna try and scribble it from memory. Am I smart? I can't remember.
Give me
Smart check.
a history check with disadvantage, particularly because this is a artifact and it would be very difficult to.
Are you gonna just make her try to? Right,
I
right.
think I'm like, I think I left, so I can't help. Yeah, I can't really do anything. I don't.
Where'd you
feel
go?
like that. I left with you. I walked out.
Right.
Yeah.
8?
Well, I didn't walk out. I just got up.
Oh, okay.
I'm like wandering
8?
around the library.
Can I give a inspiration die?
Sure.
Is that supposed to be done
Okay.
before?
So you have
D6.
1d6, Andrea.
Being flexible. You're very
Writing. 9.
cool.
That's a good try.
You start scribbling and you get like the general idea of what you remember, like the outline being, but you have no confidence in any of the shrine locations being in the correct spots. Danico looks down and he's like, if I recall properly, the shrine of the elements was somewhere to the north, and he kind of just points north of Sonder generally.
Okay.
Just
And do you
traveling
know-
straight north, you should come across it.
Okay. Elements is straight north. Okay, great. Cool. Straight north. And you guys said you came from like a snowy place, right, Fate? That's Owl, that's where your home is, in a snowy place, like north, maybe?
It wasn't snowy when we were there, I don't think.
Oh.
It was
It
just
was-
forested.
It was snowy when we went through the first thing with Dawn,
Yeah.
and then how did it change when we met up with Owl?
I actually don't remember.
Danico, do you happen to know if Dr. Susanna
Superb.
Herb?
PhD.
Yeah, do you know where she lives?
Pulls out the books and give me an investigation check. I haven't got you guys to roll nearly enough tonight.
Me investigation?
Yes, please.
That's an error. 12.
Yeah, Eric said it was snowy when we were just before we saw Owl.
You get coordinates in one of the books, like a series of numbers and coordinates that would place it roughly on your map near the middle of the map.
Is it like a publishing location?
That's like a couple days away.
Where it was originally made.
Well, we might be able to bring you back safely, Owl, and then go on our way. Maybe it's like somewhere on the right way, you know. Maybe.
It's more in the direction of taking Al back than it is not. So I say that we might as well. And it also lets us tell the Superb that Dr. Superb that when she comes to kill us, that we were in fact taking Al back home.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
But Owl, like, you have to put in a good word, and hopefully we don't all die. Like, this is critical. She can't harm the town either. The town has to stay safe.
I mean, I've known her to be nothing but wonderful and reasonable, so
He loves her so much.
That's beautiful.
So cute.
yeah.
She's his special lady.
I want a partner who looks at me the way he looks at food
Yeah.
and Dr.
Dr.
Susanna
Susanna
Bird.
Bird.
In that order.
In that
Yeah.
order.
How Bobby
Yeah.
loves us.
Yeah.
Food first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
should say
did you
she's
guys
great.
talk to this Superb at all?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Does she seem all right?
Until we took her schnookums.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
she, you know, I was trying to go about the way that I like to do things with this, which is talking and less fighting. And then we ran into the portal. But
That wasn't fighting.
well, you
Where-
did talk her though.
Where did that portal come from? Did she make it?
She made it for us to get home.
Oh, she was doing you a favor.
The
Wait,
more we
where's-
Yeah.
Sorry, go
All
ahead.
right. Yeah, there you go.
the more we say it, the worse the
Before
sound.
you
It
say
is.
anything else, as you guys, the couple of, I guess, Elpice and CB, as you guys step out first after getting your procedures done or whatever your treatments done.
Treatments is a better word than procedures.
Yeah, your treatment's done. You hear like a scream from the wax ripping the hair off of Riviera's chest.
Legit.
But what you see in front of you is a small white dove flying across the sky. There's a few people in the air or in the streets. As a large figure standing in the middle of town, down
Fuckity fuck.
7-8 feet tall.
yeah. As you see, kind of ears at the top of his head, brawny muscle, almost like a cat-like face.
Oh no.
You see a lightning bolt come up behind him. The bird getting disintegrated as feathers float off, hitting the barrier. You see starting to crack and shatter as the Jorge's rolls into town.
Oh no.
Jorge's.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh no.
shit.
No!
Dawn coming back. She's gonna be so